Hi, good evening, everyone. Today we'll see how to checkmate with a coin. So quickly, I'll share my screen. Yeah, to checkmate your opponent, you have to take opponent's king to you know either of this file or this rank or this or this. Okay, you cannot checkmate your opponent in the center. Somewhere here it is not possible. Okay. So I'll just pull up one random position over here. Yeah. So rule number one, you know, uh, cut as many files as you can. Okay. Minimize the movement of opponent's king. So here the best move would be, you know, just put your queen here. So now he cannot cross this file, right? Okay. Now just imagine if your opponent plays this, just bring your king closer to the opponent's king here. Okay. Now this. Now here I'll teach you one very important technique over here. You know, when I teach this to my students, I'll say give check on the face of your opponent's king. That's here, queen c5 check. Okay, and the immediate subsequent move. Imagine if king moves on a6. Okay, the immediate move should be queen on b4. And imagine if he plays king on a4, then immediately it should be queen on b6. Okay. So now, if king moves to a3, that's all. King c3. Now it's a force mate. King moves on a4, then queen a6 is a mate, or queen b4 is a mate. And if king moves on a2, then again, queen b2 is a checkmate. Okay. I'll also show you some random positions where the possible checkmate, how the checkmate looks like. Yep, this is one of the positions. Now a simple way to checkmate is this coin a2. Okay. So there are, I'll show you some more positions which are possible to occur on the board. Yeah. There's another position. Queen is pretty far, but it's playing a very vital role here. Queen g2 is checkmate here. So we'll see. I'll again put up some random position and I'll show you from the start again. Yeah, so here is one more example, uh, you know, to win with one queen. So rule number one, cut down as many files as you can. So there are two ways. One is queen e8 and the other is queen h4. So I prefer playing queen on h4. Now let's see. King e5. Get your king's rule number two. Get your king closer to the opponent's king. The moment you have achieved the first rule, that is cut down as many files as you can, basically minimize the movement of opponent's king. You see, opponent cannot cross this file, right? So I cannot yeah. So now king b2, king here, king c3. So king e5, king d3, king f5, king here. And now opposition. This is called as opposition. King just opposite to king opposite to the king. This is called as opposition. So the moment you see opposition on the board, without any second thought, okay, throw the check. Queen g5. Now Again, he would be forced to move back. Okay, king d6. Now again, same technique. Get your king closer to the opponent's king. Okay, king c6. Here, this one. Give check on the face of opponent's king. That's queen c5 check. Okay. The moment it comes on d7, there is an subsequent move, that is queen b6. Okay. And here, imagine if he goes to king b7, same thing, queen on d6. Okay. So now he just left to move on only to these two ranks. Okay. So now let's see this here. If he goes on d7, how things would look like. King d7, you know, as I just discussed, will be immediately playing queen b6. Now king e7, get your king closer to the opponent's king. King e5, and again king f7. So as we just discussed, give check on the face of opponent's king. That is queen f6 check. Okay. If he moves here, we'll play queen g7. Okay. If he moves on g8, we'll play queen e7. Okay. Then from here, if he goes here, then he's left with no other choice, just to move here on g8, again go back to his state. Okay. So now we'll get our king closer to the opponent's king. Okay. And now it's a mate in one. So learning the right technique is very important, because by the time you arrive into this position, you will have very less time on the clock. So if your technique is very clear, within no time, you can achieve the checkmate. We'll see one more random position. Okay. So basically, to get a clear understanding and a good grip on to checkmate with one queen, you just need to practice multiple times, so it would be easy to remember the things. And when these things you try to implement it on the board, within no time you can achieve it. Okay. I'll pick up one more random position here. Yeah. So now, as we just discussed a couple of minutes ago, so the first thing would be to uh, cut as many files as you can. Okay, that's queen h4. Okay. Okay, position setup. Oh, one moment. I just need to give a black to play option. Yeah, then it will allow me. Yeah, now we are all right. Queen h4. Now, he would white king would be restricted to move only to these three files. And now, just get your king closer to the opponent's king. Let's imagine if you place king d3, get your king closer to the opponent's king. King here, king c6, king b3, uh, king c5, and imagine if it is king c3, then opposition, without any second thought, throw the check. Now, see, he cannot move anywhere over here, right? He would be forced to move back. Okay. So here, now again, get your king closer to the opponent's king. King here. For this, this is very important. Okay. Here, uh, give a check on the face of opponent's king. That's queen c3. Okay. And just imagine if you place king d1, and immediately the subsequent move should be queen b2. Okay. So same thing again. Again, I'll show you here again. So queen c3 check. In case if he goes on king on b1, the subsequent move should be queen d2 immediately. Okay. Post that, you just need to get your king closer to the opponent's king again to achieve the checkmate. Okay. So here, let's imagine if queen c3 check comes and king moves on d1, queen on b2. Now king here. Now this is gone. King e3. So either of the square. If king d1, queen d2 is a checkmate. If king is on f1, queen f2 is a checkmate. Okay. So feel free to share your comments, and if you are looking uh, any better tech, if you are looking for any more positions and all, do let me know. I'll surely share some more sessions on it. Okay. Thank you, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you.